Hey everyone, in this video, we'll uncover the most valuable Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny you should be on the lookout for. We'll break down what makes these Lincoln Wheat Pennies so special, how much they're worth in today's market, and what you need to know to sell them successfully at auction. First up, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with the D Mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint, and it is one of the more common dates in the wheat cent series. The Denver Mint produced over 625 million coins that year, which means examples are still plentiful today. Because of this large mintage, the coin is not rare, and its value depends almost entirely on condition, appearance, and whether it has any unique mint errors. The obverse features the well-known portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with "In God We Trust" along the top liberty on the left, and the date with the D Mint mark to the right. The reverse has the two classic wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent with United States of America. In the center, an E pluribus unum above. This design was used from 1909 to 1958 and remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. Your coin is described as being in fine condition with some scratches. In numismatic grading, fine indicates moderate wear from circulation, but most details are still visible. On the obverse, Lincoln's facial features and outline remain clear, though hair details are worn. On the reverse, the wheat stalks show wear, but their outlines are still visible. Scratches, however, lower eye appeal and collector interest, especially for common date coins like this one. In today's market, a 1951 D wheat penny in fine condition with scratches is worth about 5 cents to 15 cents. Many circulated examples of this coin sell in bulk rolls or lots for just a few cents each. Collectors usually save their money for higher grade pieces, so damaged or scratched examples carry little premium. If the same coin were in very fine to extremely fine condition, its value might increase to around 20 cents to 40 cents. In uncirculated condition with original red luster, it could be worth $2 to $5. And certified examples in MS65 or higher sometimes sell for $10 to $20 or more. That large difference shows how important condition is in determining the value of Lincoln Wheat Pennies. Even though your coin is modest in value, it still has historical significance. Minted in the early 1950s, it circulated during a time when the United States was experiencing major economic growth following World War II. Coins like this were part of everyday life for millions of Americans, and they now serve as reminders of that era. In conclusion, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with D Mint mark in fine condition with scratches is a common date coin with a current value of about 5 to 15 cents in today's market. While it may not be rare or highly valuable, it remains a collectible piece of American history and an important part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series. Next up, the 1940 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced more than 586 million coins that year. Because of this high mintage, the 1940 no mint mark penny is considered a common issue within the wheat cent series, and it is widely available to collectors today. Its value depends almost entirely on grade, eye appeal, and whether it has unusual errors or varieties. The obverse of the coin features Victor David Brenner's portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, with "In God We Trust" along the top liberty to the left, and the date 1942, the right, with no mint mark below it. The reverse shows the iconic wheat ears design with 1 cent and United States of America in the center. Along with E pluribus unum at the top, your coin is described as being in very fine condition with some scratches. In coin grading terms, very fine means the coin has clear details with only moderate wear. On the obverse, Lincoln's cheek, jaw, and coat are worn but still distinct, and parts of his hair remain visible. On the reverse, both wheat stalks are clearly defined, though some of the finer lines may show smoothing. This grade represents a step above average circulation, making it more collectible than lower grades. However, the scratches do reduce its overall appeal, since collectors generally prefer coins with clean, even surfaces in today's market. A 1940 no mint mark. Wheat penny in very fine condition with scratches typically sells for about 20 cents to 50 cents. Coins of this date are so common that scratches or damage limit their value, keeping them at the lower end of the price range. If the same coin were in extremely fine condition, its value might be closer to 75 cents to $1. In uncirculated grades, especially with red or red-brown luster, the coin could be worth anywhere from $3 to $10, and in high-end certified grades MS65 or higher, values can reach $25 to $40 or more. That wide range shows how heavily condition affects the price of Lincoln wheat pennies, especially common dates like 1940. Even though the value of your coin is modest, it carries historical importance. Minted in 1940, it was released just before the United States entered World War II. Pennies from this time circulated during a period of dramatic global change, making them interesting artifacts beyond their monetary value. In conclusion, the 1940 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark, in very fine condition with some scratches, is a common coin with a collector value in today's market of about 20 cents to 50 cents. While scratches lower its appeal, it remains a genuine piece of American history and a popular collectible within the long-running Lincoln Cent series. Next up, the 1938 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and it belongs to the pre-World War II era of the Wheat Cent series. That year, the Philadelphia Mint struck a little over 156 million coins, making the 1938 no mint mark penny a fairly common issue in the series. Still, its age and condition play an important role in determining collector value today. The obverse of the coin features Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln with "In God We Trust" above Liberty to the left, and the date 1938. On the right, since this coin does not have a mint mark, it is identified as a Philadelphia strike. The reverse shows the classic wheat ears design with 1 cent and United States of America in the center, framed by 2 wheat stalks and topped with the motto E pluribus unum. Your coin is described as being in extra fine condition, with some scratches. In coin grading, extra fine means the coin shows only light wear, with most details still sharp and clear. On the obverse, Lincoln's hairlines and facial features remain visible. And on the reverse, the wheat stalks still display strong definition. While this grade is a significant improvement over lower circulated grades, the scratches mentioned do detract from the coin's overall appearance and market value. Collectors are more selective with coins in higher grades, and surface damage like scratches tends to reduce desirability. In today's market, a 1938 no mint mark wheat penny in extra fine condition with scratches is generally worth about 50 cents to $1.50. If the coin were free of scratches and had smooth, even surfaces, it might bring closer to $2 to $3 in extra fine condition. Higher grades naturally increase value. An uncirculated example with red or red-brown luster might be worth $5 to $10, while high-end mint state pieces in certified grades of MS65 or higher can sell for $25 to $50 or more, especially if they have full red color and no marks. Even though the coin is not rare, it holds historical importance. Being minted in 1938 places it right on the edge of the World War II era, a time when pennies were widely used in daily commerce. Coins like this have passed through many hands over the decades, and each one carries a small piece of history with it. In conclusion, the 1938 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition with some scratches is a collectible but common coin. Its realistic value in today's market is about 50 cents to $1.50, with higher premiums reserved for problem-free examples in better condition. While not a rare or high-dollar piece, it remains a solid part of the Lincoln cent series and a valuable piece of American history for collectors. Next up, the 1940 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with the S Mint mark was struck at the San Francisco Mint, which produced just over 112 million coins of this issue. Compared to Philadelphia's much larger mintage that same year, the San Francisco version is somewhat scarcer, though it is still considered a fairly common date in the wheat cent series. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait designed by Victor David Brenner with the motto, "In God We Trust," at the top, Liberty on the left, and the date 1940 on the right, followed by the small S Mint mark below it. The reverse shows the classic wheat design with 1 cent and United States of America in the center, framed by 2 wheat ears and the motto E pluribus unum. At the top, your coin is described as being in good condition with some scratches. In grading terms, good is one of the lower circulated grades, meaning the coin has seen heavy wear. The details of Lincoln's hair, face, and coat are mostly worn smooth. And on the reverse, the wheat stalks are faint, with only outlines visible. Scratches further reduce its collector appeal, since they are considered damage, especially on coins that are already well worn. In today's market, a 1940s wheat penny in good condition with scratches generally carries a modest value of about 10 cents to 25 cents, because this issue is not rare. Collectors usually prefer examples in higher grades. If the same coin were in very fine condition, it could be worth around 50 cents to $1, and in extremely fine condition, closer to $1.50 to $2. Uncirculated coins with red or red-brown luster can bring anywhere from $5 to $15, while certified mint state examples at MS65 or higher may sell for $25 to $40 or more, depending on color and overall quality. Although your coin in good condition with scratches is not high in dollar value, it still holds historical importance. Minted just before the U.S. entered World War II, this penny circulated during a pivotal era in American and world history. Collectors often value such coins not only for their numismatic worth, but also for the story they carry from a time when pennies were a crucial part of daily commerce. In conclusion, the 1940 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny with the S Mint mark in good condition with scratches is considered a common coin with modest collector interest. Its market value today is about 10 to 25 cents, while higher grade examples can be worth significantly more. Even in worn condition, it remains a meaningful collectible as part of the historic Lincoln Wheat Penny series. Next up, the 1937 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced over 309 million coins of this issue. With such a large mintage, the 1937 Philadelphia Wheat Penny is considered a common date in the series. Its collector value today depends on grade, overall eye appeal, and whether the coin has any mint errors or unique features. The obverse of the coin displays Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, with "In God We Trust" above his head, Liberty to the left, and the date 1937 on the right. Since there is no mint mark beneath the date, this piece is from the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse shows the familiar wheat stalk design with 1 cent and United States of America in the center, framed by 2 wheat ears, with E pluribus unum above. Your coin is described as being in fine condition with some scratches. In coin grading, fine indicates noticeable circulation wear, but many details remain visible. On the obverse, Lincoln's cheek and jaw are worn, but his portrait is still clear. On the reverse, the wheat stalks are worn smooth in places. but their outlines are still defined. Scratches, however, do reduce appeal, since collectors typically prefer coins without surface damage, especially when dealing with common dates like this one. In today's market, a 1937 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny in fine condition with scratches is typically worth about 10 cents to 25 cents. These coins are very common in circulated grades, so examples with blemishes generally sell at the lower end of the value scale. If the coin were in very fine to extremely fine condition, its value could increase to about 40 cents to $1. In uncirculated condition, particularly with original red or red-brown luster, values rise significantly, often ranging from $5 to $15, while certified mint state examples in MS-65 or higher can sell for $30 to $50 or more. Depending on color and quality, even though your coin's dollar value is modest, it still carries historical significance. Minted in 1937, it circulated during the years of the Great Depression. Just before the United States entered World War II, pennies from this period served as everyday money during a challenging economic era, and that connection to history adds depth to the appeal of even lower-grade examples. In conclusion, 1937 Abraham Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition with scratches is a common but collectible coin. In today's market, its value generally ranges from 10 cents to a quarter, with higher-grade examples commanding more. While not a rare or high-value coin, it remains an authentic piece of American history and a valued member of the Lincoln Cent series.